everybody, welcome back to Alaska Overland Adventures. It is officially spring. I know we haven't done a video for a really long time. Hopefully we'll fix that. But today, solo adventure up the Glenn Highway towards the Matanuska Glacier. Stick around and follow along. Welcome to the Glenn Highway just above the Matanuska Glacier. Interesting little deal about this ride and this route is it's right in our backyard. And I say that a lot on this channel. I say that a lot about the things in Alaska, but we really are blessed to have such amazing views and backcountry just minutes from the house. So right now we're about 50 miles northeast of Palmer. We're right above the Matanuska Glacier, which I think you can see in the background there. And as you saw some of the views, hopefully from my helmet camera on the way up, this is an amazing ride and amazing beauty right in our backyard. In fact, on a Butler map, I think this is one of the Gold Star routes. And it's just, again, an afternoon ride for me. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to head up to Eureka Roadhouse, and I'm going to hope that they're open for some pie and coffee. So should start seeing some more snow, and hope you guys enjoy the views. Also, forgot to mention, it's the second week of May, and it's been in the 60s the entire ride. It's by far the warmest day so far this year, and so really happy to be out. Feels good. All right, so we're just about another 10 miles up the road here, but I always like to stop at this pullout. It's just before Sheep Mountain Lodge. And just an absolutely beautiful view. Those mountains have a lot of color in them. I'm sure the GoPro's not doing it justice. Just beautiful. KTM doing a great job as always. Beautiful day. Anyway, just thought I'd pull over, show that real quick. I think it's an awesome spot. Continue on. All right, well, welcome to Eureka Pass, or Tehetna Pass, right on the Glenn Highway. This is actually one of the higher mountain passes for roadway travel in Alaska, right around 3,000 feet above sea level. And it is a beautiful day. Temperature dropped a little bit, but we're still right around 50 degrees. And as you can see, there is still plenty of snow in the background. I was also bummed as one of my drone batteries was dead, as I thought they were both charged. So unfortunately, limited drone action here. I wish I could have flown a little bit more. But just a beautiful day. Probably can't see it on the GoPro, but got Mount Drum for the Wrangell Elias National Park in the background there. We have glaciers in the Chugach Range. You have, let's see, Gunsight Mountain right behind me there. But man, just a beautiful day. One thing I love about this time of year is we get lots of sunlight, very little rain. Temperatures are starting to get pretty nice, but not a lot of tourists yet, so the roads are pretty nice. Anyway, I'm gonna turn around, start heading back towards Palmer. I'm gonna stop at the Eureka Roadhouse Lodge and get some pie and some coffee. Good little stop if you're ever out this way. And then we'll start our way back. Probably won't do a whole lot more talking, stopping, unless something really catches my eye. I'm going to see if one of my little side roads is open. If it is, we'll check in there. Otherwise, we'll see you back in Palmer. Had our pie and coffee. Didn't bring the camera in, so no video of it, but it was apple pie a la mode, really good. So head on back down towards Palmer. Mid 50s, sunny, beautiful. It's gonna be a good ride back. Come along. One of the things I was hoping to add to the channel's content is, you know, talking about using motorcycling and camping, overlanding, hiking, fishing, whatever it is, as a way to support mental health. You know, living in Alaska has its challenges. A lot of winters, lots of darkness, isolation. You know, I watch other YouTube channels, and in April and May, folks are already out with 80 to 90 degree weather in the desert, and they're playing and taking their Jeeps and campers out, and, you know, we were getting snow up until about a couple weeks ago. And you know, that weighs on you for a while. And then there's days like today when I get on the motorcycle solo, kind of get away from everything, leave all the crap behind, and just go for a ride. And it really is amazing what a 160 mile ride can do, especially in the beauty of Alaska's backcountry, which is our backyard. You know, the views you saw today, you know, all of this is within 100 miles of our house, and that's pretty special and shouldn't be forgotten. I think a lot of people that are struggling or dealing with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, etc., if you're not getting in the outdoors, if you're not getting away from devices, if you're not getting away from the media, and all the other drama that comes with those things, you know, try it. It works for me. I remember years ago, I was a big proponent for every weekend and trying every day to do something that got you outside. And, you know, as the years have gone on and the schedules get busier and the kids come along and this, that, and the other, those things get lost and they get forgotten, and it's easy to let those things go first. It's easy to not go outside, easy not to pack up the car for the weekend and just take care of chores or errands or all the other things that stack up. But, you know, speaking personally, when I start letting those things take over is when it becomes harder. You know, I joke about riding this motorcycle as my therapy, my two-wheel therapy, and I'm sure if you ride a motorcycle, you can understand it. I don't know how to describe it, but something about, you know, just taking a ride up the road and what that can do for you is pretty special. Again, I'm hoping to remember that Alaska is a very special place to live and not take it for granted. So many people, you know, have it on their lifelong bucket list to come up here just to spend a week or two or drive around or go fishing or hiking or whatever it is that brings them up here. And, you know, we have it right here for us all the time. So, it's a special thing. Anyway, hope you guys don't find that too annoying or too boring, but we'll see if it makes the video. Okay, so we're making our way back down the Glen here, and I've turned off onto Bonnie Lake Road. And unfortunately, it's still a little wintry over here. So, I'm all for adventure biking. but a man has nose limits, and not riding through that. So that's okay. Still a beautiful day. Came up here. I think I'll take a minute or two, enjoy the views, the fresh air. It's back in the 60s here. And yeah, it's been a good ride. So thanks for riding along, and hopefully this summer there's some updates coming up for the channel and for the family. Going to be putting out some private videos just for the family and friends, but I'll do a public video that updates on what's going on. My goal is to try and go back to at least one video a week, maybe every other week, depending on what's going on for the first part of the summer. We got a few trips planned with the motorcycles, a few trips planned with the camper. I'm going to do another video here in the very near future with an update on some things that are going to alter our plans for the rest of the year. But it's good news, just not so much for camping and motorcycle riding, but that's okay. So stay tuned for that. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, especially if you like these types of videos. Again, I'm trying to really focus on Alaska as our backyard, the things we do for fun, both by motorcycle and with our Jeep and camper. So I think there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss it. Throw down in the comment section below. I'd like to hear how many of you are watching from Alaska or have plans to come to Alaska. And those of you that have plans to come to Alaska, what kind of things are you hoping to see? And maybe I can give some preview videos with that. So anyway, thanks for following along.